Hi guys, thank you for tuning into my channel. This is JACLYN. For those of you that do not know me, I am a licensed esthetician and a cosmetologist, and I am all about healthy, glowing skin. Forget everything that you learned on my previous video and let's start from scratch. Let's start by applying our lightweight, smooth, creamy primer from Arbonne that I love because it minimizes your skin imperfections and it diminishes the appearance of fine lines and pores. I am applying the primer with our liquid foundation brush using downward strokes. Unlike the other video, we're going to start with our eyes first. So let's start by using our Arbonne primer, which I love because it's water resistant and it prevents the shadows from creasing or fading, and it allows the color that we use to pop. Using the flat side of the concealer brush, I blend in the primer. I like to blend everything evenly and smoothly. For this look, I will only be using one palette, and that's the It's All in the Eyes Volume 1 palette. Using the MORPHE Deluxe Crease Brush M200, I'm going to fill in my crease by using the CLOVE color. The idea is to drag the eyeshadow. Don't press too hard. Just drag it like if you were dusting. I continue to blend until I don't see any visible lines. Using the Arbonne shading brush, I pick up our beautiful amber shadow. I dab the eyeshadow all over my lid, loving the golden tone. Using the MORPHE Detail Crease Brush E36, I pick up the CYPRESS shadow, applying it in the corner of the end of my eye, creating a small inverted triangle. When doing your makeup, it's always a good idea to build up your product as you go rather than using too much to begin with. Once I feel like the CYPRESS shade stands out more than the amber and the COVE eyeshadows, I follow by blending to remove all the obvious lines using the same MORPHE Deluxe Crease M200 brush without picking up any color, only using what was left from before.
Small tip, always begin from the end of the eye towards the inner corners and blend until there are no visible lines.
Using the MORPHE Special Edition JACLYN Hill Inner Corner Highlight Brush E36, I pick up the Desert Shadow, applying it in the inner corner of my eyes by dabbing it and bringing it up just a tad. Which, by the way, guys, this eyeshadow reminds me a lot of the eyeshadow Face Shimmer Champagne Highlight from the James Charles palette. Using the Sheer Glow Highlighter Bronze Side, I contour under my cheekbone, starting from the top of my ear down to the beginning of my cheeks. Now let's turn the highlighter to the pearl side and I'll highlight my cheeks right above and under the contour that I just created, followed by highlighting straight down my nose. Don't worry about making it look perfect either, guys. How do you like my tribe look? Next, I'll be shaping my eyebrows using the Arbonne Shape It Up brow pencils. I use both medium and dark. I begin by combing my brows upward with the brow brush side of the pencil. Then I use the medium shade pencil, which is the lighter shade, starting at the front of the brow, doing feathering strokes. I go back and forth shading and combing them in order to blend with my natural brow. I then use the dark shade underlining the bottom of my brow, creating a darker, bolder brow. I continue to use the same technique, comb and shade, comb and shade. For this look, we want to create a more dramatic brow since we are making a bolder eye. Before adding any more product, let's make sure that we know where our eyebrows should start and end by using the pencil technique. Start by placing the pencil straight up from the outer edge of the nasal flange. Then move the pencil so that it aligns with the iris, where the pencil crosses the brow at its highest point, better known as the arch. Next, place the pencil diagonally from the edge of our nostrils to the outer corner of our eye. I will be tinting my brows while holding them in place at the same time by using the Arbonne Shape It Up Tinted Brow Cream, the medium dark shade. To define the brow and make them look more sharp, I'm going to use the Arbonne Medium Neutral Beige Liquid Concealer using the flat side of the concealer brush, and I'll underline right under the brow, making them perfectly straight. Make sure to take your time. We will use the fluffy side of the concealer brush to blend the lines that was created. This will make it look more natural. Once it's nicely blended, I'll use the JACLYN Hill E36 brush to add a nice highlight under the brow bone using the Desert Shadow. To make my top eyeliner, I'm going to use the Arbonne Interfine Liquid Eyeliner Eclipse shade, and I'll start from the middle of the eye, dragging the line towards the back. I'll fill in the front by making sure that it is as close to the lash line as possible. I'll continue to drag the liner towards the end of the brow and closing it by connecting it to the bottom of the outer corner of my lid. As you can see, I start from the back on this eye because it's a lot easier for me. I am still using the same concept. Let me know what worked best for you. Today I'll be using the DEMI WHISPIES No. 1 by Kiss. With the end of my tweezers, I picked up some glue and I am applying it to the back of the lash strip, making sure that both corners are saturated. I start by placing my falsies at the middle of my eye as close as possible to my natural lashes. I continue to place them with my tweezers. To blend the falsies with my natural lashes, I am going to use my favorite mascara. It's a Long Story mascara, and yes, it's also by Arbonne. I then carefully squeeze them lightly together by using my fingers. Calm down, ladies, I haven't forgotten about my tribe look. I'm pretty sure that the contouring and highlighting is driving you crazy. Let's get our makeup sponge wedge and blend by removing any lines. Because it's been sitting there for a while now, the skin has absorbed the highlight and contouring, tinting our skin beautifully. Using the foundation flat brush, I'll apply my neutral beige liquid foundation in downward strokes, going over the highlight and contour that we created. As I make sure that every inch of my face is covered, including lips and neck, I'll be very careful that I do not go too close to my brows or mess up the beautiful artwork that I created on my eyes. Using the bigger end of the makeup sponge wedge, I'll blend the foundation by dabbing it lightly. To make my eyes stand out, I use the Morphe E36 brush, picking up the CLOVE shadow that we used for my crease and apply right under my bottom lashes. I continue to apply until I feel like I've built the right shade. I highlight my inner bottom corner using the JACLYN Hill E36 brush and the Desert Shadow. To make my eyes appear wider, I'm going to lighten my waterline by using the same concealer that I used before and the concealer flat side of the brush. to set the concealer, we want to use an eyeshadow. I'll be using the Fog Shadow to do this. Make sure that you clean your brush before dipping it. Now it is time to clean up the bottom eyeshadow and conceal any imperfections that might be resurfacing even after we have applied our foundation. Picking up the concealer with the flat side of the concealer brush, I'll be dabbing by creating a clean straight line under the eyeshadow. Using the thinner side of the sponge wedge, we will make sure to blend that perfect line that we created. And just to make sure that it's nicely clean, we will buff with the fluffy side of the concealer brush. Ha! I try to play it off. Can you tell that I love using this product? This is the Arbonne Glow On Bronzer. We only carry it in one shade, and believe me, it looks good on every skin tone that you apply it on. I am using the Arbonne Cheek Brush, applying the bronzer exactly over the contour that I had created before with the bronze highlighter. Remember the rule, build it up, continue to add product until you've reached that designated shade that you are going after. As you can see, the pearl highlighter is showing, coming through even after we applied our foundation, intensifying any shade that we add. Now, to blend that rough looking contour, I'll be using the Morphe Pointed Contour Brush, the M438. When blending, always do C-shapes, becoming small circles as you pick up the speed. Make sure to contour lightly around your forehead, blending the foundation into your hairline. You want to contour under the jawline, creating the illusion of a sharper, thinner face. I have a pointy nose, so I like to hide that a little by contouring under the tip of my nose, adding product with the same brush. Then I am picking up the Arbonne All Over Eye Brush to define and contour my nose by going straight down to the tip of my nose. Keep in mind that we're still using the bronzer. By now, you should know what the next step is, blending. Yes. We're going to achieve this by using the thinner side of the sponge wedge, followed by the fluffy brush. Our highlight is still popping, but we want it to pop just a little bit more. So we're going to use the Desert Shadow and apply it with the Arbonne Fan Brush. Take your JACLYN Hill E36 brush and highlight the tip of your nose. Using the Desert Shadow. To set my concealer and perfect my highlight and contour, I like to use the Arbonne Pretty Translucent Loose Powder. I dip the thinner side of the sponge wedge to the translucent powder and I apply it under my eyes right above the cheekbone. With the thicker side of the sponge wedge, we highlight right under the contour that we created. I am bringing back out my It's a Long Story mascara to shade my bottom lashes to add the finishing touches to the eyes. The reason why I am leaving this step for last is so that we can clean any messes that we make when we sweep the setting powder. After letting the setting powder bake for a bit, we want to remove it with light sweeping strokes with our fluffy brush. For this look, let's finish off by glossing our lips using the Arbonne Glossed Over Lip Gloss Hazel. And there you have it, ladies, a strong yet very natural looking makeup. This was all created with Arbonne makeup, which enhances your natural beauty with clean formulas that feature moisturizing botanicals and age-defying ingredients for makeup that makes you look good and feel good. Oh, I almost forgot. Our setting spray helps set, protect, and refresh while minimizing shine and oil breakthrough throughout the day. Okay, ladies, if you want to turn this look into a happy hour after work look, then try this. Let's break the rules a little bit and shape our lips with the Arbonne Fine Pencil Eyeliner color, Morel. Yes, mujeres, I said eyeliner for the lips. The Arbonne eyeliner is very creamy, so it doesn't feel dry at all. It actually glides pretty smoothly. I personally use the lip liner to make my lipstick last longer and to have a cleaner finish. To fill in my lips, I'm using the Terra Arbonne lipstick. Fun fact about our lipstick is that it's naturally derived complex of watermelon fruit extract, lentil fruit extract, and apple extracts, helping moisturize while plumping your lips, giving them the appearance of full, lush lips. Yes. You don't have to add lip gloss because it already has a shine to it, but you know me, I want it to blend and pop, so I'm adding the HAZEL lip gloss over it. For the third look, we will be changing our lip color to a more dramatic, deeper shade. Before adding any color, make sure that your lips are evenly covered and blended with your foundation. The foundation acts like a primer by helping the lipstick last longer and the true color of the lipstick to pop. Guess what? We're breaking the rules again by using the Carob eyeliner. It's a beautiful dark brown shade. I like to begin by creating a small inverted triangle at the top of my lips, then outlining the rest of my lips. I continue to fill my lips with the eyeliner until the lips are fully covered. Even though I think it's a great color, resembling the brown sugar lipstick by Kylie Jenner, I want it to look more like her ginger lipstick, so I'll be adding Arbonne's Anise lip gloss over it. Kylie Jenner is known for her matte lipsticks, so if you don't want the gloss, just pat some translucent powder over it. So ladies, today we learned how to turn a natural look to an after work hours look and finally to a more dramatic look. Thank you for watching my channel and let me know in the comments below what's your favorite look. And don't forget to subscribe.